this great Congress, which I will always continue to respect, said that we should not worry, that any day the SDC is going to meet, we will call a Congress for the venue of that SDC. We will call a Congress and we will put the venue at the place of the SDC. Throughout that time, they could not do it. Please continue to support them, continue to pray for them, and anytime they call you out, make sure you are out like this. That is why I sang that song, that when the union inspiration in the workers' blood shall rise, there will be no force under the sun to withstand them. Aluta continua.
I am Comrade by Wale Akinremi, Chairman, Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, University of IBADAN branch. What is happening is that there has been this challenge in UI for quite a while now, and if you do not make noise, those that should hear will not hear. This protest is not particularly even about only the management of the university. It's also about those that are financing them to know that there is no peace in UI. For quite a while now, they've not been paying us our salaries because the division of salaries that I have a particular term that, okay, you are on this level, this is the amount of money that we pay you. When you are not paying me, if it's less in naira, you are not paying me my salary. And that has been on for quite a while now. So, and that's why we are protesting before it becomes something that we will not be able to handle at all. So beyond that, if for the management, there has been this particular arrangement between the management and the unions that when money comes, we'll sit down before we disburse. But this month, we just realized that it was done arbitrarily. And arbitrarily in the sense that even some members of staff were not paid at all. So before they begin to decimate us, because they begin to owe us 18 months, 20 months, we think we should come out and tell the whole world that trouble is brewing in UI. That is why we are doing what we are doing. And you will see that our protests have been so peaceful. And that's the University of Ibadan for you. We are not a place where you'll be throwing stones and all that. It's been civil and highly understandable. But the fact remains that hunger does not know logic. Before it boomerangs, those that should do something should come on board and do something now. That's why we are telling them so early. I'm also going to put it to you as a pressman that was I notified before I was not paid? So I should wait until hunger kills me before I begin to protest. At times, all these things that we talk about, I don't know where those things are. People will come with those laws that are not there to intimidate and harass and oppress us. That you did not tell me before you punish me with hunger. I should wait for you. You don't know that there's not much difference, not much gap between hunger and madness. You don't make people feel when you make people, suffer hunger. The reaction and the consequence of whatever they do, you face it. It is usually spontaneous, but this is not even spontaneous. I told you, there is condition precedent. We said long before now, for over a year, there has been this arrangement that we meet and know that this is what we have on the template, and it's been peaceful. You understand? And so, but if you would just wake up and think you are the next thing to dictatorship and you just throw things at us, we have all the rights to reject it. And we tell people, this is Nigeria. We are Nigerians. We run a democratic system. We are taxpayers. We will not take anybody to run slave camp in this country. We will not. So that's why when you also are being oppressed, call on us, we will be there. You don't have to wait for the man that will kill you with hunger. Is it after your death I will begin to protest? I said about 3-4 months ago, we've been having issues with our salaries. And this month they come with a story, the next month they come with another story. We are tired of stories. Whoever want to do stories should go and join Super Story and write things.
So when the necessary authority are actually not doing the right thing, till when can you bear this ground?
Well, that's not before us. The management of this, administration of this university has been handed over to the management. So if they feel that they do not need peace on campus, and those that gave them the assignments are comfortable with that, so be it. But we have a responsibility to make sure that we protect UI, we do our duties as appropriate, and there's need for us to be motivated and for us, to be appropriately remunerated. If those things are not done, there will not be peace. Thank you.
What about the non-academic?
All of us are together. All staff, members of staff in UI are together. Let me tell you that yesterday evening, around 10:30 p.m., we were all together, all the 4 unions. We met. We are not seeing us here because they have just gone for a meeting just very early this morning. They are traveling to the farthest part. I think they traveled to Sokoto. That was what, we discussed. So all of us are to be here. All members of staff are affected. So that's why we have gathered here. So it's not only about, so we are united on this. That will not be before us. It will be before those that should manage the system. Us is to take the brief bars from the members and let them know that this is what the members are feeling. And, union's assignment is not, about thuggery. It's not about gangsterism. It's about letting the management feel the exact pulse of the people, letting them know what exactly is going on. And that's what we have been doing. So what we are doing today is to tell them that, and tell those that are financing the university to know. So it's not only about the management. It's not about singling out anybody for a fight. It's about letting people know exactly what is going on and what is likely to be the consequence if that thing persists.
So does that mean that if this is not done, you're going to strike?
We didn't say that. We have our strategies. When we get to the riverside, the riverbank, we'll cross the bridge.
So it means work still continues?
We're working now. This is University of Ibadan. University of Ibadan territory is from Naisa there to Sango. So wherever you see me, I'm still within UI. To Ajibode, I'm working. Am I not working? I'm working. Thank you.
Well, my name is Comrade Alfred Ilisomi Jimo. I'm the National Vice President of Ssanu Western Zone.
All right, we can see people doing one or two things on this ground. Can you tell us actually what is going on?
Yeah, the protest of today is a spontaneous protest occasioned by the non-payment of the full salary of staff in the University of Ibadan and the non-payment of the whole of the salary of a section of the university, which is the staff school of the university. Well, those of you in the media, you will know that the 3 non-teaching staff unions, headed by Ssanu, has been on serious protests. It just suspended a strike over the issue of staff school teachers. Well, what we realize here in UI by that one is the fact that it appears as if all that the unions have been saying over the staff of the university staff, the government is hell-bent in going ahead to sack them, and we are not going to accept that one. Because the people in staff school, all over the federal universities, they have their letter of appointment that was signed by the council of the universities. So, and as a sort of that, somebody cannot just wake up one day and write out a circular and say that those people are ghost workers, they should not pay them. Who makes them ghost workers? Since when? What defines them as ghost workers? So the union is trying to tell the federal government that, yes, please, over this task, you must have a rethink. We have to sit down and rethink it. There is no, if there is ghost workers in the university system, they are definitely not teachers and staff of staff schools. They are not.
So you mean the issue of do not pay ghost worker is affecting the real members?
No, I'm talking about the idea of nicknaming staff schools, teachers and staff as ghost workers that should not be on the payroll of the university is not acceptable to us as a union, and we are not taking it. The matter is already before the Ministry of Labour and Productivity. Until it is resolved, their salaries continue to be paid. If the government say that they are not releasing the money, the universities that employed them, that is a level of autonomy, so to speak, they must continue to pay them in accordance with the condition of service stipulated in their letters of appointment. Unless and until they continue to do that one, we will continue to resist them. That is one. So the other one about this protest is the fact that the deductions. For instance, I mortgage over 40-45% of my own salary into cooperative, staff cooperative. And I do that one for me to be able to do certain things. And they are not releasing those monies. And they deduct it from my salary, they don't release it to cooperative. I want to collect money, my loan, to do what I mortgage that money for. Now, cooperative could not give me. Why? Because you are still holding it. Because whoever. So that is the second leg of it. The deductions are not being paid. So they should pay all those things before we know they are paid our salaries, and we'll stop protesting.
Okay, have you spoken with the management, talking about the university management, and what were their responses?
Yes, I'm not in a position to speak with them, but we are duly informed by our leaders at the branch level here that they have been talking before, and the agreement they had with them is that when money comes, they will let them know, and they will sit down together to decide how issues, so that there will be mutual understanding. And that was what was done in December salary, and there was mutual agreement and understanding. But in this case, I'm told, and I was reliably informed that they just ignored them. Nobody spoke to them. Nobody told them this is what happened. They just went ahead and paid what they wanted to pay. It's not acceptable. So if they did not inform them before they do that, well, if they did also inform them before they call us out, they are justified.